Good afternoon, learners. I welcome you all to NIOS Studio. Today our topic is the environmental studies, which is from Open Basic Education from level B. So today we will discuss about the first lesson, that is India's cultural and natural heritage and its conservation and honor. So what is the learning outcome or learning objective we can say from today's lesson? That is, from this study or from this session we can learn about what our culture is. You can also evaluate about the importance and conservation of culture, and you can also explain about the what are the cultural heritage and what are the need to conserve our these important cultural heritage. And we can further discuss about what are the different type of resources found in our country, which are forest, wildlife, mineral resource and water resource, and how we can preserve it for our future generation. And the fourth one is the how we can combine, how in combined way we can conserve of this natural heritage. So let's start with today's topic. Then first question comes is what our culture is. Culture actually जो हमारे आसपास जो हमारे फूड रहते हैं, क्लोथिंग रहते हैं, लैंग्वेज रहते हैं, मीन्स हम क्या खाना खाते हैं, क्या कपड़े पहनते हैं और कौन सा भाषा बोलते हैं. So the food, cloth and language, it varies from region to region. In India it actually varies from state to state, or we can say that locality to locality. Like in the South India we eat about the we eat the idli dosa, where is in the Eastern India we more consume the rice, whereas in North India our principal diet is like roti or chapati. So the culture is basically the way of living our life, how we can live our life in the daily routine basis. From this culture there is the evolve, or there will evolve the different kind of art, music, literature, architecture, craft, philosophy, religion and science. And this art, music, literature has distinct features and which can varies from region to region. This culture cannot be similar. This culture cannot be same into the two different region. It has some uniqueness, some innovation, some new creativity. So when we tell about culture is, there are two aspects of culture. One is physical aspect, another one is non-physical aspect. Physical aspect is basically the costume, what are the dresses we wear, what are the food and the household goods. These are our physical aspects of culture. Whereas the non-physical aspect, it is the idea, our belief, and it is our thinking, how we can think about certain things. Likewise, if we can say that the plant is green, but when we tell about this in the other way, the plant actually green due to the factor of the photosynthesis and the reflection of light. So the non-physical aspect deals not only about the fact, it is also related to reasoning and logical thinking. In this screen you can say that there is a photo of Gujarati dance. So in this dance the women are wearing a particular type of dress. This dress is particularly unique for the Gujarati dance. In the another image, these are the clay toys. These type of clay toys are particularly found in the particular region of our country, and you cannot find this type of toys in each and every corner of our of India. Then what are the general characteristics of culture? Cultures are basically, it is learnt and acquired. So how they are learnt and acquired? Actually we inherit our culture from forefather, from our parents, from our grandparents, and also from the groups or society actually where we live, where we daily interact with other people, where we play games, where we explore different areas, and from their daily life we can learn this culture. Next is the culture is our culture is basically accumulated. It is basically accumulated from generation to generation. That means our grandparent may have some culture, after that it has been transferred from our father, and after that it has been transferred from us. So in each and every stage there has been the addition of some knowledge, and this knowledge has been cumulatively gathered and they has been transferred to us. Actually with the passage of time, as the more and more knowledge are added to it, that's why the culture become more enhanced and as well as more diversified. So the third general characteristics is the culture keeps changing. That means a culture cannot be a constant. It may change on the basis of our social environment, new knowledge, ideas and tradition. So if the new ideas and tradition which are coming into some area and which may be the contradictory or which may be aligned with our established culture, in that case if the new idea is favorable to the people, they can adapt this new idea and it can become the part of their culture. So the fourth point is, what are the diversity in our culture? Actually the India is called the land of cultural diversity. Here we can find the many type of religion, caste as well as geographical condition, and here all the religion, caste have different culture. Like you can find that the way of living of a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim or a Sikh, all are different, and the type of food they are eating or type of dress they are wearing, all are different. That's why India is called a land of culture, and obviously the diversity is the part of our culture. So what is the significance of our culture, or why should we be proud of our culture? Culture is basically our part of life. Actually the culture makes us a human being, or we can say social being, and through this culture we can interact with our neighbors and we can learn new things, we can deliver or we can make them learn new things, and it also actually teaches us the meaning of life. Actually the how to live a fruitful life, how to live a successful life, and how to live a spiritual life, all they are coming from our culture. And particularly in case of India, in our religious system, faith is an integral part. That means whatever the culture we are practicing it, we have the full confidence and full trust in our culture. So let's discuss about what are the culture and heritage. So in the images you can find out that there are several important monuments, like that is Sarnath, Rameshwaram temple, and the famous the Rath Yatra of Puri. These all are, we can say, the cultural heritage. So how we can define about the cultural heritage. So it is the any culture that which have inherited from our forefathers, like our parents, grandparents, like that, we call it a cultural heritage. In this there is a term is called heritage. In heritage there is a keyword called herit. That means we inherit our culture from our forefathers. That's why they are called cultural heritage. And actually this cultural heritage, they are age old practice which are being practiced by our forefathers. Here you can see some of the other example of cultural heritage, like the Golden Temple of Amritsar, the Dargah of Nizamuddin Auliya, Mysore Palace, India Gate, Ashoka Pillar, Fatehpur Sikri. Like these are called cultural heritage because we have not made it. Actually our forefathers have made or have witnessed their making, and from them we got this type of monuments, this type of culture. That's why they are considered as a cultural heritage. So now let's discuss about some of the famous monuments of the country, and after that we will know about the how the preservation of this monument is important from this time. So let's first talk about Taj Mahal. You all know about Taj Mahal, and some of them you have already visited this Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal actually situated in Agra. It is a city in the Uttar Pradesh. This Taj Mahal is situated on the banks of river Yamuna. This Taj Mahal is actually one of the 7 wonders of the world, and this is actually built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. This Taj Mahal is actually famous for his white picturesque landscape, because it is made up of white marble, and around this Taj Mahal there is a good amount, and there is a famous horticultural work which makes them a picturesque famous monument. Next monument comes is Qutub Minar. It is the world one of the tallest minar made up of the red stone. It is actually found in the Mehrauli in the Union Territory of Delhi. It is actually made by Qutubuddin Aibak, the founder of slave dynasty. Next of our famous monument is Bada Imambara. It is actually situated also in the state of Uttar Pradesh. It is found in the Lucknow near the bank of river Gomati. It is built by Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, and the main pattern of this monument is on the ground there is a hall that is without pillar, and on the upper floor there are 8 canopies, and also there are maze in it. The next famous temple is Golden Temple. It is situated in the Amritsar, Punjab, and it is the famous pilgrimage center from Sikhs, and the people from other religion also visit this place regularly. The main areas of temple are covered with the gold, and it also has a holy pond where the devotees take bath in the holy pond and listen to the prayer, which is commonly called Shabad Kirtan, and pay the obeisance to the Sikh Gurus. And the next is Sanchi Stupa. Sanchi Stupa actually situated in Sanchi town, that is near to Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. It was built by Mauryan Empire Ashoka, and the stupa is famous for its design. Actually, Sanchi Stupa is an important pilgrimage center for Buddhism, where it has, as the Ashoka, the Emperor Ashoka was inspired by Buddhism. That's why they made this Sanchi Stupa. Next of our famous monument is Vivekananda Memorial and the statue of Thiruvallur. It is actually situated in the Kanyakumari district of Tamil Nadu. Here actually it is a special point because here the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal meet at a point. It is a very beautiful place and generally लोग यहाँ पर आते हैं सनराइज वगैरह देखने के लिए. And then the Saint Francis Church. The Saint Francis Church actually formed by the Portuguese Viceroy in the city of Goa near their capital Panaji. It is a old and famous church for the Catholic section of the Christian community in the memory of Saint Francis Xavier. Next comes Hawa Mahal. It is actually situated in Jaipur, Rajasthan. It is actually basically a big latticed building and it is one of the and it is maintained by the Archaeological Survey of India, and its main characteristics mainly it has a blowing cool breeze even in the summer, because we know that the Rajasthan is placed on the western part of India, so there is the not much amount of rainfall, and that's why this cool breeze is particularly important from this region. Next of our famous monument is Charminar. Charminar actually it is a Charminar actually Urdu word. Here the char means four and minar means pillar. This is actually the monument of four pillar. It is found in the city of Hyderabad and in the capital of Telangana, and people often visit this Charminar, and there are busy market around it, and which is famous for the daily marketing. And the next famous monument is Jantar Mantar. Jantar Mantar actually it is a basically astronomical observatory which is placed near the Connaught Place in Delhi. Actually there are other places where Jantar Mantars are found. One is in Jaipur, another one is Varanasi, and another one is Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. And this Jantar Mantar was constructed by Jai Singh, the Raja of Jaipur. Next of our famous monument is Ramnagar Fort. It is particularly found on the banks of river Ganga in the Ramnagar, which is near to the Varanasi, and it is fort made up of sandstone, and these sandstones came from the Chunar. It has the garrets, pinnacle and huge entrance gate and the palace of traditional style. Then next come the Hamid Manzil. Hamid Manzil is found in the Rampur fort. This is basically a tall white domes which is particularly famous in the India, and it has a world famous the Raja Library where the handwritten scriptures are safely preserved till today. So then why there is a need to preserve our cultural heritage? Because we have seen that the India has a vast repository of our of famous monument, the diversity of culture. So why they are required to be preserved? Because these are the valuable resource. We are actually accustomed to it from our children, and if they get destroyed, or if they get damaged for some reason, we cannot say that these are the valuable cultural heritage, because they are part of our the daily life and they are part of our culture. So why there are the cultural heritages sites are under threat? Because there is a chances of climate change and pollution. We can see that in the Taj Mahal area there are number of oil refinery around this, and due to this factor there is a huge amount of acid rain occurring in the adjoining areas of Taj Mahal. The acid rain particularly a phenomenon when the rainwater has amount of acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and as a result of this acid actually reacts with the white marble of Taj Mahal, and the color of Taj Mahal changes. And the next is war, and in the war the particularly soldiers particularly damage different types of our cultural heritage, and also due to lack of proper conservation effort and due to huge amount of development, there is the encroachment of the area of our cultural heritage. So for there is a separate department formed by the government to actually maintain or to preserve this national monument. This is called Department of Archaeology, and India has the Archaeological Survey of India. They actually maintain and preserve our cultural heritage. But it is important to note that a separate department cannot maintain our monument if we are not aware about it, and if we damaged it by own intentionally, the separate government department cannot protect it. So let's take a break. We have learned about what of our different types of cultural heritage. After the break, we will learn about what are the different type of natural resources of our country.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, हम
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
शिक्षा दिशा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बहुत
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने स्वयं बने हम
Students, so we were discussing about what are the cultural heritage of our country. So now let's discuss about what are the natural repository or natural resources of our country. There are generally four type of natural resources as you can see in this screen. First type of natural resources is forest, second is wildlife. Wildlife is actually found in the forest and the adjoining area. Fourth one is the water resources, that are river, lake, pond and as well as the ocean surrounding our country. And the fourth one is mineral, that is the minerals, the different types of mineral like coal, petroleum, iron ore, aluminium, bauxite, etc. So what is the forest? Then we can define a forest. Forest is which is found in a big terrain, or it is a big land, or it is a huge land where the dense trees and plants and vegetation as well as many kinds of wild animals are found. Actually in the forest there is we can say symbiosis and mutualism between the different types of trees, plant, vegetation and wild animal. In India there are actually 23% of this area is surrounded by forest, and actually for a healthy country it is presumed that the 33% of this area should be covered with forest. So you can see that where it is 33% is ideal, while the India has only 23%. So you can say that why the conservation of his forest is particularly important in India, because we are at least the 10% less forest area in our country. Next, what are the benefits of forest, or why should we go for forest conservation? Actually forest provides the different kind of things which has a particularly utility in human life. They are like woods, they provide woods, different types of herbs, medicinal plant, they provide rubber, lac, silk and honey. Also actually the forest helps in rainfall, because the rainfall is intimately linked with the forest cover, and it also checks the land erosion because the root of forestry provide the good support or good anchorage to the soil. As a result, the lands are not get washed away during the heavy rainfall. And also the forest increases the organic fertilization of soil. What is the organic fertilization? Actually when the forestry shed their leaves, and over the time these leaves, their twigs, their roots are decomposed within the soil, and from this decomposition the nutrient elements are released into the soil, and then as a result the soil is enriched with the different type of fertilizer material, and this soil become so much healthy, and it can provide if we can go for agriculture in a forest land, it will provide a huge amount of yield. That's why it is actually the maintaining forest, it actually helps to improve the organic fertilization in the soil. So in India, as India, we have seen India is the land of diverse country in case of our culture. Similarly, with type of forest also, India has a variety of diversity. So first is in the Himalayan region. In the Himalayan region, we can say that there is a particular type of climate there, which is particularly where the climate is cold and the severe winters are found. And in this climate, not the all type of plant can survive there. There are particularly some plant which can survive in the Himalayan region. And in the screen you can see some of the example of the plants of the Himalayan region, like there are cedar, there are pine, and there are rhododendron. These are actually commonly found in our Himalayan region. Next comes the Terai region. Then what is the Terai region? Terai region actually found at the foothills of the mountains, or we can say at the foothills of Himalaya, where the Terai climates are found. Actually the Terai climate actually the interlinked or intermediate climatic region between the plain area and as well as the Himalayan area. And in this Terai region there is unique climate is found, and here the soil is mostly swampy in nature, and for this reason in this Terai region the sal, teak, bamboo, they are found commonly. Next comes the plain region, where the flat topography is found, and in this flat topography the several types of plants can be found. Some of them are banyan, peepal, rosewood, then comes sandalwood, neem, bale, and here the only 6 type of plants are depicted in this screen, but you can see in your surrounding area there are number of plants you can see, and you can also try to identify this plant. You can ask your parents to know about their name. You can also try to know about what are their scientific name and what are the benefits and utility in your daily life. Next comes the desert region. Actually this desert region actually characterized by the hot weather and the hot weather, and here the summer is particularly prominent and the rainfall is very much less. We can say that here rainfall is less than the 50 centimeter in a year. In India, particularly in the Rajasthan region, actually in Rajasthan there is a western Rajasthan region where the Thor desert is found. This type of forest vegetation are prominent. Here the most prominent vegetation are date palm, or we can say it khajur, the bale, neem, and the nagfani. Particularly with respect to nagfani, we can see that they have a very unique characteristics compared to other plant, because here these unique characteristics has been formed due to the conservation of water, and here the plant leaves are converted into the thorns, and within the whole body the water is stored. As we can see that there is a scarcity of water in the desert region, and when there is a condition of water stress, the plants utilize this water from their body, and this is particularly evident this type of the anatomy in the Nagfani plant. So next comes the what are the forest or vegetation type of coastal region. In coastal region we mean that the areas near to the seashore or sea. We have found that the India in around India there is a three type of sea. On the east we can see the Bay of Bengal, on the west there is Arabian Sea, and in the south there is Indian Ocean. And particularly in the coastal region there is a high velocity of wind, and here we can say that the plants those can survive or those can resist the high velocity of wind, they actually found commonly in the coastal region. This type of the plants are mainly coconut, which is particularly prominent in the coastal region of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Also another plant is the areca nut, or called it is the betel nut, and the third plant is the casuarina, and this casuarina plant particularly important for the conservation of soil or conservation of soil erosion in the coastal areas. So then comes our next natural resource, that is wildlife. And in the wildlife it is said that in the whole world there are approximately 10 lakh species of animal, and out of these 10 lakh species of animal there are 75,000 variety of animal that can be found in India, and also there are more than 1200 species of birds found in India. Some of the prominent wildlife you may have seen your surroundings or in newspaper or in TV, like big elephants, lion, one-horned rhinos. The big elephants are particularly found in the forests of Assam, Kerala and Karnataka. Second, the lions are found in the forests of Gujarat. Then one-horned rhinos are found in the swampy region or the Terai region of Assam and West Bengal. Then let's discuss about what are the wildlife diversity of Himalayan region. In the Himalayan region we found the masked deer, yak, snow leopard, bear, wild sheep, the mountain goat, sakin, muskrat and tapir, and you can see some of the images of these wildlife on the screen. Next you can see the peacock. In the left hand side it is on the screen there is a bird, it is the peacock, and this has been announced as our national bird. While on the right side there is tiger, and this tiger is announced as our national animal, and the tiger particularly found in the Sundarban region, which is called the Royal Bengal tiger. Then comes the next, in the particularly damp soil or swampy areas we can see the wildlife like peasant, geese, duck, moina, parrot, pigeon, crane, and we can also find the various type of birds which can sing like cuckoo, bulbul. And as we have seen that there are different type of forest all over the India, and as a result the different type of wildlife are also found in the different type of forest area. Like in the tropical forest we can found the monkey, langur, elephant, while in grassland the deer, swamp deer, tiger, lion, fox, rabbit, they are common, while in the ice covered area there are masked deer, bear and wolf, while in case of the cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, camel, elephant, dog, they are particularly grown as the domestic animal or pet of human being, and because they provide various economic or valuable material to human, like cow provides the milk, the sheep goat, they also provide the meat, and the dog is a very famous pet animal for the human. Then there are actually 106 national parks in India. These national parks are formed for the conservation of our wildlife and as well as forest habitat in the India. As there are various famous national park, here we can see that there are four national parks mentioned here, which are particularly famous for their wildlife and forest type in their area. They are like Corbett National Park, which is found in Uttarakhand. Second one is the Dudhwa National Park, which is found in Uttar Pradesh. Third one is the Kaziranga National Park, Assam. Here particularly the one-horned rhinos are famous for here, and the fourth one is the Kanha Kigli National Park, which is found in Madhya Pradesh. So next we are going to discuss about what are the water resources of our country. We can categorize our water resources into three groups: river, lake and sea. Coming to the river, there are actually three types of river found in India. One is Himalayan river, second is peninsular river, and third one is inland river. The Himalayan rivers are particularly the water flows through it all around the year, because these Himalayan river originate from the glacier. These type of rivers are Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and also the Sindhu or Sutlej. And second one is the peninsular river. They are particularly found in the Deccan Plateau and southern India. Here the water in the river is particularly dependent on the monsoonal rainfall. These type of rivers are Kaveri, Krishna, Narmada and Tapti. And the third category is inland river. Actually the most type of river meet the sea, while in case of inland river they meet they meet some other lake within the territory of India. One of such river is Luni, which is found in the Thar desert of Rajasthan. Next come lake. Lake is a water body which is enclosed by the land from all around, and on the basis of type of water, lake has been classified into two groups. One is fresh water and salt water. The freshwater lake particularly is Ular Lake, Loktak Lake, while the saltwater lake is like Sambar Lake and as well as Chilka Lake. Next comes the ocean. What are the water resource? Why ocean acts as a water resource? Actually, we have already known that the India is surrounded by sea on the three side, and the near to the sea there are particularly beautiful and captivating beaches, and the people go to the beaches for their enjoyment. While the Indian sea coast is nearly 7,000 km long, and the flora, fauna as well as the petroleum product, different type of oyster, sail, pearls are available in our maritime boundary, and they are part of our asset and they are part of our valuable resource. Next come what are the mineral resource of our country, and actually these minerals are found after digging the earth, and where they are found they are called a mine or quarry. In India the several type of minerals are found like iron, coal, bauxite, manganese, mica, and they are particularly found from few number of states. They are Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh as well as Madhya Pradesh. Actually the minerals are extracted from impure iron ore which are extracted from mine through the refining process. The coal is particularly our first mineral is coal. Coal is particularly necessary for generation of electricity and melting of iron ore. Next of our mineral resource is petroleum. What we use like diesel, kerosene, they all come from the petroleum, and in petroleum along with that we can also found the natural gas, and this petroleum particularly is extracted from Digboy in Assam, Mumbai and Gujarat. Next of our important mineral is iron, and the iron is particularly important for construction of building, construction of bridge, and they are particularly mined from the state of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand. So students, this was our first chapter. This is our cultural heritage and as well as the natural resources of our country, and I hope you have learned what are the different types of culture as well as these different types of natural resources, and thank you students for listening. In the next class we will come with and we will also discuss another topic. Thank you.